Meet Heidi, a cheerful, curious little girl whose life takes a dramatic turn when her aunt drops her off at a secluded cabin high in the Swiss Alps. Her new guardian? A reclusive old man the townsfolk call Almuncle, someone they believe is dangerous and better left alone. But Heidi's aunt, without a second thought, leaves the child behind and disappears down the trail. At first, the old man isn't happy. He didn't ask for a child in his quiet mountain life. He tries to send her away, but with no one else around, he reluctantly lets her stay. Heidi, on the other hand, is fascinated. She trades her stiff dress for freedom, running barefoot through meadows and sleeping in hay with the goats. It's not much, but to her it feels like magic. The next day she meets Peter, a goat herder who guides the animals through the mountain trails. Heidi joins him, carrying her lunch, simple bread and cheese, and so begins a new friendship. When Peter sneakily eats some of her food, Heidi doesn't get angry. Instead, she cuts a deal. No more hitting the goats with his stick, and she'll share her lunch every day. Back at the cabin, Heidi's presence slowly starts to melt her grandfather's icy heart. She brings laughter, light, and chaos into his once lonely world. He even builds her a bed in the attic and carves a second chair just for her. Without saying it, he's accepted her. And Heidi finally feels at home. But mountain winters are long, and when Peter starts school, Heidi's days grow quiet. Bored and restless, she begins to miss human connection. To lift her spirits, her grandfather builds a wooden sled and takes her down snowy slopes, filling her with joy again. One day, Heidi visits Peter's family. His mother and blind grandmother welcome her warmly, though they struggle with poverty. Heidi's kindness leaves an impression, and as she returns home, she hugs her grandfather tightly, grateful for everything she has. Just as life settles into a happy rhythm, Heidi's aunt returns, suddenly claiming she wants to take care of her again. Grandfather doesn't trust her, but before he can stop it, the aunt tricks Heidi into leaving with her. Heartbroken, her grandfather watches the cart disappear into the distance. Heidi is taken to a grand house in the city, meant to be a companion to Clara, a wealthy girl who cannot walk. Though the house is beautiful, Heidi feels out of place. She misses the mountains, the fresh air, and her goats. But she warms to Clara, and the two become fast friends. They laugh, study, and even get into mischief, like sneaking out to see the city skyline or hiding kittens from the strict governess. But behind Heidi's smile, something is wrong. She starts sleepwalking. A doctor visits and diagnoses her with deep homesickness. If she's not returned to her home soon, she may become seriously ill. Clara's devastated, but when she sees how unwell Heidi has become, she agrees to let her go. Heidi promises she'll visit, and with tears and hugs, they say goodbye. When Heidi returns to the Alps, the joy on her face is undeniable. The mountains, the wind, her grandfather, everything feels right again. She runs into his arms and he holds her tightly. Finally, she's home.